Take a slow, deep breath in and softly exhale. As you take another deep breath, comforting your mind as to what you want to achieve from this class. And softly exhale. Notice the gentle rise and fall of the chest. Breathing deep into the ribs, deep into the belly. Your moment of stillness. With another exhale, feel the shoulders melt away from the ears, the head lift away from the shoulders, the tension releasing. Let the noises around you softly come and softly go. If your mind starts to wander, then bring the attention back to yourself. And slowly open the eyes. Move any blankets or cushions out the way. And we're coming over onto the hands and knees into cat pose. Knees under the hips, hip width apart, hands under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. We're going to start by arching the back towards the ceiling and dipping it as you bring your gaze forwards. Keeping the movement going in time with your own breath. Inhale as you come forwards, exhale as you move back. Keep that movement going in time with your own breath. And on your next exhale, bring the bottom towards the heels, stack the fists one on top of the other, and rest the head on top of the hands as we come into child's pose. So in this position, you can close your eyes and bring the attention inwards. Focus the breath along the spine. And with each exhalation, notice the bottom release closer to the feet. Slowly back onto the hands and knees. And from here, we're bringing the left hand under the right armpit as we bring the shoulder down to the floor. Wrapping the arm around the body tonight, opening out the shoulder. So you can rest the back of the hand on the small of the back, or if you're a bit more flexible, just tuck it around, trying to reach the thigh. One more breath. Slowly bring yourself back to center as you move over to the other side. Again, wrapping the arm around the body. Slowly back round to center and back to a kneeling position. And stretching over to one side. Bringing the top arm around as we come over to the other side. Bringing the top arm down as we come back around. Last one. And back to center, interlace the fingers, stretch across the shoulders. And if you can, bring the arms up the side of the ears. And release, bring the hands behind, bring the shoulders away from the ears, bring the gaze to the feet. And release. So from here, inhale, rise. As you exhale, flex through the hips as we bring the head towards the floor. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Keep this movement going now in time with your own breath. One more breath, and then back to kneeling. So we're ready now to move on to our sun salutation. So back of the mat into a kneeling position, hands into prayer. On an inhale, rise. On an exhale, flex through the hips, extended child's pose. Inhale to cat pose. Tuck the toes under, lengthen through the spine, push into the feet, into downward dog position. Back down to cat pose, exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, rise, and exhale. With the breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, rise, and exhale. So we're going to do a few more rounds, and you've all been doing this some time now. So as we come up, I want you to bring yourself into a little bit of back bend before we move on into our child's pose. Don't need to talk you through the movement, you know this sequence so well. Downward dog. Two more rounds. Last round, holding down dog for 5 reps. So now you're in your downward dog position. I want you to lift. Alternate heel, bringing movement into the hips through the body. And then finish off the rest of your sun salutation. Okay, grab a drink if you need one. So Jez is on the G&T. I'll sit with water. Pillows, that's what we need. So, we're going to start in a kneeling lunge position. Might need to. So instead of just resting on the hands like we normally do, we're going to rest onto the elbows. So maybe you need to fold up your pillows so they're a little bit higher. So just seeing what position you guys are getting into. Are you there, Peter? You plumped them up nice and high. So they're just tucked in beside the leg. We've got the knee above the ankle. And we're just resting on the forearms. Sinking the hips forward. And close the eyes. Focus the breath deep into the hip. And with each exhalation, let that tension release. Sinking down closer to the floor. Feel free to fidget if you need to. If it doesn't feel quite right, maybe you need to move the pillows further forward. Maybe make them a bit higher. Maybe the pillows don't work for you and you want to rest on the hands. So remember, the hips hold a lot of our attention, our emotion. So moving into these deeper yin positions, you can start to release that tension. So we've been here a minute already. Bring the hands back to the pillows. Slowly ease the hips back as you straighten the front leg. You know, feeling the stretch down the back of that leg, the hamstrings, into the calves and the ankle. And release. Changing sides. One side might be quite different to the other. I need to double up my double. Depends how open you are in your hips today. Now I feel like I'm doing splits, which wasn't my goal. Finding stillness. Letting the hips sink down. So we've been here a minute already, we've got another minute to go. So remember, you can fidget at any point, maybe you can put the pillows lower now, maybe you need folding up a bit higher. And again, releasing any tension you're holding in the hip. Breathe that tension in. Slowly lifting yourself back up, straightening the front leg. And bring the leg up. So for our next position, we did this last week. Double up your pillows. Bring the landscape across the mat. And we're bringing the pelvis, the hips on top of the pillows and laying ourselves down to the floor. Resting the forehead on the arms. Closing the eyes. So again, if you need to fidget, if it doesn't feel quite right in the back, have a little fidget. Find your comfortable place. And sigh. Let that last bit of tension go. You're melting into the floor. And just notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. Like the waves on the shore. And before I drift off to sleep in this super yummy position, I want you to bring your hands under your shoulders and slowly lift the chest away from the floor. So we're into supported cobra pose. So if the height feels a little bit intense, you can bring the hands further forward, or you can bring yourself down into Sphinx pose, or take the hands wider and lift up higher into seal pose. You choose what feels good for you and your back today. And you can move around from any of those options. As we try and keep the chest lifted, opening out the chest. The shoulders are still melting away from the ears, melting the tension away. The hips are sinking into the floor. One more breath. And slowly lower back down to the floor. And just feel the energy moving along the spine. And then bring the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes under. Slowly push yourself back up into cat pose. And then back onto your heels. Turn your pillows long way along the mat now. Feet together, knees as wide as the mat. And we're bringing the pillows in. The pillows into the middle. From here, we're folding over the pillows, hugging yourself in, whatever feels comfortable with your arms, as we come into child's pose. So the options with the head, you can start with the head to one side and part way through change sides, or you can bring the head straight into the pillows. Close the eyes. And with each exhalation, feel the hips sinking closer to the feet, the body releasing, gently into the pillows. Take a slow, deep breath in and softly exhale through the mouth. If you haven't already, turn your head to the other side. And slowly rise. So keeping your pillows lengthways along the mat, come to sit beside the pillows like we did last week into side saddle position. And then from here we're turning over, across the pillows, along the pillows, and turning the head in the opposite direction. So we're twisting through the body. You okay there, Peter? So side on. So my knees are out in front. I'm turning towards the pillows and folding down. You there, Helen? Bring the hands to the floor. Slowly lift yourself up. And spin yourself around. You're coming over onto the other side. So I'm turning away from you now. Your side onto the pillows. Folding down and looking in the opposite direction. One more breath and slowly rise. So turning so your back is facing the short end of your pillows now. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop out to the sides into cobbler's pose, creating a big square shape with the legs. Maybe you need to fold the pillow up a bit higher as we lay ourselves down, gently supported by the pillows, and let the arms drop out to the sides, the palms facing the ceiling. Close the eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in and softly exhale. And breathe as normal. So as you lay here, notice any other bits of tension you can feel in the body. So for me right now, I can feel a little bit of tension in the hip flexor. So just focus your breath to where you're feeling any sensations of discomfort and tension. Then as you exhale, let that tension release. Feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the pillows, feeling safe and supported. And then slowly bring the knees back together. Roll over onto one side and push yourself up to seated. So I'm just going to shut my door for a moment because I can hear too much of the neighbours. Our next position. Try to step, well, it might not even be neighbours, probably people walking by actually. So bring in the pillows back across the mat. Bringing our lower back onto the pillows. And then slowly releasing, a bit of a fidget, the rest of the back and the head to the floor. Let the arms rest down beside you, palms onto the floor. And extend the legs up. So the legs, they stay up there on their own. They're supported on their own. There's no effort needed. And we can stay in this position for as long as is comfortable for us. But if you've come into this position and you have too much sensation or any pains in the head and the chest, then bring the feet back to the floor. One more breath. And then slowly bring the feet back to the floor. Move the pillows out to one side. Bring the hips back down. And just notice the space in the lower back. Take the arms now out to the sides. We don't need pillows for this one. Palms facing the ceiling. So the feet are to the floor, hip width apart. And drop the knees over to the left as you take the head in the opposite direction. Feel the space down the side of the body. And as you exhale, notice the knees releasing closer to the floor. We're not holding any tension in this position. We're just slowly releasing. Slowly bring the legs back to center, the head back to center, and drop the knees over to the other side, the head in the opposite direction. A few more breaths in this position. And then slowly bring the body back to center. Bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in as tightly as you can. And focus the breath deep into the head. And release, change sides. Hug the knee in as tightly as you can. Deep breath in. And softly exhale. And release. Time for relaxation now. So lay yourselves down or bring yourself to seated if that's what you prefer. So I'm going to take you through another little children's relaxation tonight. Practicing for tomorrow. It's called Sunshine. Close your eyes. Be very still. And imagine you are lying down outside in the sunshine. Your body feels totally relaxed as you lie comfortably in the soft grass. The rays of the sun are soaking into your muscles, warming and relaxing your whole body. Feel the warmth of the sun on your legs and let them relax completely. Let all the muscles around your tummy relax as you sink slowly into the soft grass. Feel the sun's rays on your shoulders and arms
as they sink deeply into the spongy grass. Now feel the warm sun on your face. As the sun touches it, your whole face relaxes. Your forehead relaxes. Your cheeks relax. Your eyes relax. And also your mouth. As you breathe in and out gently, feel your chest relaxing. Let the muscles in your lungs and heart relax. As you lie there, taking a deep breath and fill your lungs with a wonderful fresh smell of earth and grass. Stay very still and discover what sound you can hear. Can you hear the bees buzzing near the flowers? Can you hear the soft wings of the butterflies flapping? Can you hear the wind moving through the trees? You feel so peaceful as you lie here, enjoying the sunshine and listening to all the outdoor sounds. Repeat to yourself in your mind, I am relaxed, I am relaxed. And now, when you are ready, wiggle your fingers and toes. Have a big stretch. And softly open your eyes. For those who are laying down, slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. I was worried you'd fallen asleep. Thank you, and thank yourselves.